hello, hello. I am so excited to be here with you guys. So, my name is Natasha Robertson. I am the COO and I am also the business launch and marketing expert here at Self Made. So, I am so pumped about today's digital business lab. And here's the thing, like, we love coming and sharing and giving you so much goodness and all these topics. I hope you are enjoying them. I hope you're putting them into action and implementing them in your business. So today I want to talk to you about what is holding you back, right? So I have been a high performance business coach for 12 years, and this is the question I ask every single person, is what is holding you back? Many different things could be holding you back. Maybe it's your goals, the lack of goals. Maybe it's the too high of goals for what your belief in yourself is. Maybe it's just lack of boundaries, excuses that you just know keep popping up every single day that lead you down a path that isn't towards your goals. Maybe it's the support or lack of support, the mentoring or lack of mentoring. Maybe it's the time, right? How much time can you commit to this? And maybe it's your lacking systems. And there's so many other things that could be in play as well. But I just want to kind of hit on these today as giving you some solutions to these very highly seen in many entrepreneur. There are things that are holding them back. It's their obstacles. It's the walls that either they've built or others have built around them, not allowing them to break through and have the success that you deserve. So let's dive in and go through this. So one of the most exciting things for me, which is not the exciting things for most people, is to walk through goals and to really understand goals. And I hope that when I talk to you today about goals, it really sparks a new way of you first viewing goals and second, how you set goals. Okay. So every single person that I talk to, the first time I ask them and we go through goals, they're very surface goals. And what I mean by that, I also call them lazy goals. Not that lazy meaning it's not going to take a lot of effort to get to them. I'm just saying you didn't take much time in really thinking through the goal that you have. Okay. Meaning it's very surface. So I work with a lot of network marketers, digital marketers, online entrepreneurs. Okay. And you probably fit into one of those buckets. And I hear all the time, I want to get to this rank. I want to get to this income. I want to get to this like piece of, like, I want this new car or I want this, right? They have these goals. And I always ask, but what is that going to do? Like, when you achieve that, what does that really mean? What does that feel like? What does that sound like? What does that, like, in excitement, like, what is it that is going to drive you? What's that emotion that's going to drive you to accomplish that goal? Most people have the goal written down, they have zero emotion attached to it. They don't know what that means to hit that, and they also haven't thought about what it means if they don't hit it. So we're not going to dive into goals today. That's for a whole nother training. But if you have been writing out surface lazy goals, I want to challenge you today to take those goals back out, and I want you to write 3 columns. Here's the goal. Who wins when you win, right? What does that emotion feel like? What do you feel like? What is the true meaning of winning that goal? Like, earning that achievement. What does that mean? I want you to write that in that column. And it's not just one word or 2 words, guys. I want you to dig into this, because when goals are as big as they should be for you, I believe every single one of you needs to be setting big, audacious, exciting goals. In order to achieve those big, audacious, exciting goals, you have to have emotion that drives you. And so if you're watching this, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, drop in the comments if you're done making lazy surface goals. Just say, I'm done. Because you all know emotion, energy drives everything. If you haven't put emotion and energy behind these goals, are they ever going to drive at the speed to success that you want? The answer is no. And you know that. So, are goals sexy? Is that a cool topic? It's usually the topic nobody wants to talk about because, like, oh my gosh, I don't set goals. I have goals in my head. You're not setting goals. I know what I want to achieve. No, you don't, because you do not have the written emotion, what that's going to feel like when that's achieved, right? On that third column, so right, you got the goal. Now you got the when you win this, when you earn this emotion. Now on the next column, this is where it locks it all in. Who loses if you don't win? If you don't achieve that goal, who are you letting down? They might not know you're letting down, but you're doing it for a reason and you have an emotion behind that reason, right? So if you don't earn this, you don't achieve this, who loses? I learned that from my mentor, Danelle Delgado. And I remember the first time she said that, I was like, "Ugh." Like, it really, 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 really hit me of like, if I set goals and I don't achieve them, I just let myself down. But in actuality, every single goal I set is not just for me, it's for my family, it's for the impact that I want to have in the world. If I don't win, I impact my family and the world in a negative way. And once I started to realize that and I worked through that exercise, I was like, every day I'm waking up and I am excited, I am driven, I have so much emotion behind why I am going to achieve the goals that I've set. Same for you. That's what I want for you. Okay. So even though goals might not be something that you're like, is that holding me back? I don't know. Evaluate it, adjust, and take action. All right. So next, what might be holding you back is excuses or lack of boundaries. What do I mean by this? So so many times in coaching sessions I will be chatting with people. Okay, we got our goals, we know exactly what we want to achieve, and I ask them this question, and I want you to ask yourself the same question and write the answer down on that paper that you have your goals on. What do you see possibly holding you back from achieving those? This is where I want you to be so honest. I want you to know nobody else is going to see your paper, just you, because there are excuses and limiting beliefs that you have about yourself that are holding you back. There are people that you are surrounding yourself with that possibly are holding you back. There's lack of boundaries when it comes to your time management, whether that's you breaking the boundaries or other people breaking the boundaries. So, what are some of the things that you know when you look at this and you go, huh, if I want to do this, I know what's happened in the past and what has stopped me and who has stopped me. Write all of that down. Because as we go into this next season of crushing your big, audacious goals, you got to become aware of these excuses, these lack of boundaries, these people. Because when they show up, you got to know what is the plan of pushing them out of your way so you can stay down your path. Because if you don't win, these people in this you lose, right? You are more focused on clearing that path from anything, anyone, when you know who's going to lose if you don't win. I am totally fine ignoring phone calls from people. I am totally fine telling girlfriends, nah, can't do that. I got this going on, because I'm so laser focused on who loses if I don't win. Now, little little side note here. I do not sacrifice my priorities. I do not sacrifice my non-negotiables with my children. Those things are again where boundaries are set. So for instance, if my child has a basketball game, a football game, a baseball game, whatever that is, you can guarantee that I have a boundary that says I cannot do any business calls, any business conversation, anything outside of focusing in on my child at this time. It is a non negotiable, it is a hard boundary. So, not only are you, when you look at your goals, it's not just business goals, it's also family, it's relationships, it's financial goals. You can go through this same process with every single bucket of goals you have, and it will give you so much clarity on what you're going to say yes to, what you're going to say no to, who you're going to say yes to, who you're going to say no to. You're going to know what boundaries you have set, and you know which boundaries you're not willing to break at all. Now it becomes much more simpler for you to go crush your goals, right? So have those boundaries, know what your non negotiables are, but also know the people in your life that break boundaries. And you have to put the boundary there, whether you have a conversation with them or you don't. There's people that I have big boundaries with that they don't even know they have a boundary. I know because I know how they distract me or take me off track and how much time it takes me to get back on track. So there's certain times of the day I have boundaries. Maybe that's a good thing, right? From this time to this time, these people don't get any access to me, my brain, my energy, my focus. But after that, as long as my non negotiables aren't happening, like my kids playing a sport or things like that, my phone's open. I'll call them back. I'll have a conversation with them, right? All the things. So, what excuses and what boundaries are you needing to become aware of and create the plan that's going to allow you to crush your goals? Right. So, that's number two. Number three is the support and mentoring or lack of, right? I've had some incredible mentors in my life. I've had some incredible support people in my life. I have been blessed with so much of that. But I've also had some pretty interesting, that's the word I'll say, mentors in my life. And I've had some supporters that had their own agenda. You know what I mean? So as you are looking at the reason you haven't catapulted to your next level or the reason you're stuck or the reason you can get somewhere and you can't go beyond that, I want you to ask yourself, have you been surrounding yourself with the right support and the right mentoring for what you need to go to your next level? Not your friend invited you to do this with them and they became like now you guys have the same mentor. No, 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 no. You need to evaluate where you are today and who is going to be the best fit to mentor you to the next level. Every single one of you has a different point you're at today. Every single one of you is going to need a little bit different support and mentoring. Do you have the right people in place? If not, it's okay. Go get them. Go find them. This is also where boundaries come up when it comes to support. Some people will support you, some people won't. The ones that are closest to you, like your family and friends, might disappoint you because they don't support you. I want you to think of their support differently, especially as a business owner. I don't expect my family and friends to purchase from me or be a client of mine. So you need to define the kind of support you want from these people in your life and know that they're supporting you the best way they can, or you put a boundary up, right? Right? Okay. So when it comes to support, I know family and friends are the last to support you when it comes to purchasing or being a client. So my expectation for my family and my friends is just to support my business, support me as an entrepreneur. Help me if I need help. Don't ask me like, how's that little business going? Like, don't be snarky. Like, just be supportive. I don't choose your career, you didn't choose mine, right? We have that respect and understanding. And so when it comes to support, I want you to define for each person in your life that might irritate you because you're like, oh, I just wish they would support me. What kind of support do you really want from them? And if it is realistic, just have that conversation with them because I'm telling you, that is holding you back. The opinions of others, the conversations you don't want to have with others, and social media is where you're marketing, right? So if you have these feelings, you're definitely not showing up at your fullest self on social media because they're going to see it and they're going to have an opinion and then right? So that third thing is support and mentoring. Define it and find it. Okay. Number 4 is time. Time is the biggest obstacle a lot of people have to have. And the reason it is because people lack time management skills. These are skills that you can learn and implement. You have to decide that, yes, you want to implement them. Yes, you do have a priority for your goals because if you don't win, these people lose, right? So when it comes to time, I want you to really get clear. And I have a master class on time management. So does my business partner, Jessica Green. Listen, we are masters at our time. And this has become the number one reason I feel we can crush our days at the level we crush our days because we have obstacles. We have barriers. We have people that don't support us. We have all the things I've just talked about, but we've gotten really, really good on clarity on those things. And we've gotten extremely proficient in our time. Time management is a skill every entrepreneur needs to go to that level that you deserve to go to. That is probably also holding you back. And if that is the case, drop time in the comments because you know you do not focus on your time management skills. You let those things just slide off to the side. Next thing you know, you've been looking at TikToks for, 20 minutes. You've been on Facebook scrolling. I'm not saying like being on Facebook and watching a training or things like that. That is productive time being spent. But I'm saying time that you just wasted and you could have taken that 30 minutes and did something, right? During this training right here. If I wasn't great at my time management skills, I could have been like, I'll get to that later. And then I never do. I've been there. I've done that. I don't want that for you any longer. So if time is one of the things holding you back, it's time to say, woo, I got to learn these skills and I have to commit to these. I have to do this. I must do this in order for my business to soar where it needs to be to have the impact that I want to have on this world. And if I don't win, this is who loses. I'm pretty sure time management becomes a priority, right? And the final thing I want to share with you is systems. I have been absolutely blessed and honored to do what I've done in the online space. In my career, selling online, using online tools like social media and all the things, I've been honored to help so many people. And in that time period, we've done $290 million in online sales. Okay. It's a lot of income, a lot. So when you say I've done, when I say I've done $290 million in online sales, that's how much I've sold. Obviously, that's not my income, but that's how much I sold. And so to sell that much, you have to have really good systems in place because here's the deal. If you are a solopreneur, if you are an affiliate marketer, if you are a digital marketer, if you're just an online, not just, but if you're an online marketer that you have yourself, maybe a small team, a lot of this goes on your shoulders, right? You have so many hats that you are wearing. And I learned really quickly that in order to excel, not only did I have an incredible team that worked with me, that we all we had the same mission, the same vision. We impacted like crazy. Not only did I have that, but I also realized that systems take me out of the day to day and working on my business. I'm no longer working in it as much in a sense of I'm not sending manual messages. I'm not sending manual videos for people to watch. I'm not sending those manual things that take up so much of my time. And because it's human manual, right? Manual is a human doing it. We're going to fail people. I wanted to decrease my fail level. I wanted to increase my follow up and close rate. I wanted to increase the success of people I was working with. I wanted to increase the results that my clients and customers were having. I am one person, and I knew if I continued to put it all on my shoulders, I would fail every single person. And at the end of the day, if I'm not winning, who's losing? That really hit hard. So if I don't have systems in place, I'm letting a lot of people down. Not only right in the moment, but in the future. The impact I want to have on the world just shrunk. So if you're feeling that squeeze as I'm talking about it, you know that systems are, again, something that's holding you back. Systems are not hard. You do not have to be techie. You just have to know, as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, what is the experience journey you want that person to go on from the moment they start talking to you about this? What is the journey? The moment they purchase from you, what is the journey? The moment they join you on your team, what is the journey? The moment they go to leadership level, they go to that next level, what's the journey? What do they need from you? How can you as one person become that person for everyone without losing the time with your family, with yourself, and letting all of the other things take priority over you? These people in your world are so important. You want to impact them like crazy. But if you allow yourself to be the person that has to do it, the manual person, the messages, the emails, the sending this out, sending that out, doing this, doing that, creating this, do bloop, right? Put it all on your plate. You got how many hats you're wearing. If you continue to do that, you will burn out, you will be overwhelmed, and you just will not be impacting anybody, which then leads you to who loses if you don't win. It's not just the people, it's your family, it's you. So today, I want you to evaluate those things that are holding you back. I want you to write it all down on paper. I want you to get so crystal clear on the steps you need to take next. Because if you want these big goals and you keep doing what you're doing, you're just on a hamster wheel going nowhere. And that hamster wheel is going to break down and you're going to get so frustrated. Take a breather. And this is the hard thing for entrepreneurs. I'm telling you, I know, because it was hard for me. I'm so grateful I took the time out to put these things in place that I needed to go to that next level. I'm so grateful that I said my income and my impact might go down a little bit for the next month or two as I put this stuff into place. But if I don't put these things into place, I'm going down. I am not going to be the best mom, the best wife, the best friend, the best daughter, the best business owner, the best of anything if I do not pause and figure this out. So we teach you guys a lot of things when it comes to systems and business. We teach you so many things. I mean, you're getting us 3 days a week, right? I want to make sure you don't keep adding to your plate before you know your goals, your boundaries, who's there to support you and mentor you. You got your time management on point, work in progress, right? And you starting to get those systems in place, if not your systems are in place. Because the moment this happens, the moment you start having so much fun because you're working on your business, not in it, and you're impacting so many people. And that is what I know you want. So this training is over, but your work is not. Seriously, I hope today gave you some insights. I hope today opened up your mind and got you aware of the things that need fixed before the success you deserve is going to happen. And I want to invite you, if you are like, I need these things, I need all the things. You're looking for mentors like myself, Jessica, or Darren. You're looking for systems. You're looking for time management. We have that. We want to support you, mentor you, and celebrate you so much. We have a 14-day challenge. As you can see right here is the link. We have a 14-day challenge. And what that does is it's going to I'm literally going to hold your hand as we start to set up your systems. You are one incredible person. I want to help you build systems that make you that one person that's duplicated by 10,000. I want to duplicate you by 100,000. I want you to be impacting so many people that you are just like, oh my gosh, there's no way I could have impacted these people without the support, the mentoring, the systems, the time management skills that I was learning. So I want to invite you to take a look at this website, sign up for the challenge, and you get all of us. You get everything. And I cannot wait to start celebrating you and the successes you're having, from the goals to the boundaries to the time management skills you're going to hone in on and perfect, to the strategies and the systems you're going to put in place, to the successes you're going to reach. So have an awesome day. And today is the day you draw this line in the sand going, this is what's holding me back. No longer. And you're going to step over that line. I'll talk to you guys all very, very soon. Have a great day.